On a cold, moonlit night in the small, isolated town of Brooksville, Alex sat on the porch of his old farmhouse, gazing at the stars. He loved the tranquility of the countryside, far from the city's blinding lights. Tonight, however, the stars seemed to glimmer with an eerie, unnatural light. As the clock struck midnight, a peculiar humming sound filled the air. Alex's dog, Rusty, perked up his ears and began to growl softly. The hum grew louder, resonating deep within Alex's chest. It was unlike anything he had ever heard before. Suddenly, a blinding light descended from the sky, illuminating the entire landscape with an otherworldly glow. Alex shielded his eyes and tried to make sense of what he was seeing. A massive circular craft hovered above his fields, its surface gleaming with metallic precision. The humming sound ceased, replaced by an oppressive silence. Rusty barked furiously, but before Alex could react, a beam of light shot down from the craft, enveloping both him and his dog. In an instant, they were no longer on the porch. Alex found himself inside a dimly lit chamber, the walls smooth and cold to the touch. Rusty whimpered at his side, his tail tucked between his legs. The air was thick with the scent of ozone and something else, something Alex couldn't quite identify but that made his skin crawl. Before he could fully grasp his surroundings, a series of tall, thin figures emerged from the shadows. Their skin was a sickly gray, and their eyes were large, black voids. They moved with an unsettling grace, silently encircling Alex and Rusty. One of the beings extended a long, spindly hand toward Alex, who felt an overwhelming urge to back away, but found himself paralyzed. A voice echoed in his mind, cold and emotionless. "Do not fear. We mean you no harm." Despite the reassurance, Alex's heart pounded in his chest. He tried to speak, but his voice caught in his throat. The being's touch was icy, sending a shiver down his spine. Suddenly, a flood of images and sensations overwhelmed him. Galaxies, stars, planets, and strange landscapes he couldn't comprehend. The voice continued, "We are explorers, searching for knowledge and understanding. Your world interests us." As quickly as it had begun, the telepathic bombardment ceased. Alex staggered, his mind reeling from the experience. The beings stepped back, and one of them produced a small metallic device. With a wave of its hand, the device emitted a soft glow, and Alex felt a sharp pain in his arm. He looked down to see a strange mark searing into his skin. "This is our gift," the voice said. "A mark of knowledge. You will understand in time." The light around Alex and Rusty intensified, and he felt himself being lifted off the ground. Panic surged through him, but it was too late. The next moment he was back on his porch, the craft gone, and the night once again still and silent. Rusty barked in confusion, sniffing around as if trying to make sense of what had happened. Alex examined his arm, the mark still burning faintly. It was a symbol, intricate and alien. He knew his life had been irrevocably changed. The stars above no longer felt like distant, indifferent lights. They were watching, waiting. In the days that followed, Alex found himself haunted by vivid dreams and strange visions. He could sense the being's presence, their cold eyes watching him from beyond the stars. He tried to explain to his neighbors, but they dismissed his story as nonsense. But Alex knew the truth. The mark on his arm was a constant reminder. The aliens had chosen him for a reason, and whatever knowledge they had implanted within him was slowly unraveling, piece by terrifying piece. And every night, as he gazed at the stars, he wondered when they would return to finish what they had started.